Welcome to Nightlight Theatre. Tonight, something surreal and dreamlike. Before we begin, if you'd like to support the channel, Patreon link is in the description below. So with that, take a breath, get cozy, and let's drift into it. The moon's best friend. Every night, I stay up late past the setting sun so that I can witness the rising of my friend. As the golden ball sinks beneath the horizon of the sea, the sky on which she shines is filled with a broad spectrum of colors. It begins with baby blue, stretched out endlessly and expansively, with soft white clouds gently drifting across it. These clouds move slowly across the sky, like pensive travelers who do not want to hasten the moment when the daylight begins to loosen its grip. The blue of the sky gradually transitions into violet and indigo. The lavender tones gradually give way to darker colors, and the world seems to breathe a sigh of relief as the colors change. The birds become less vocal. The wind dies down. Even the tall grasses sway in slow motion, as if they are preparing themselves for the calm that she brings. Finally, splashes of orange and gold appear on the horizon before the darkness gently envelops the sky like a blanket being pulled up to cover it for the night. The world around me quiets down. The sounds of the daytime recede into the background as the rhythmic chirping of crickets and the distinct rustling of leaves settling down into quietness begins to fill the air. In the distance, a stream sings its gentle lullaby. The only light, apart from my love and her shining companions, is the warm glow of fireflies lazily drifting in the air around me. They blink slowly, as if practicing to be stars, hoping that one day they will shine as steadily as she does. I sit high up in the flowering dogwood tree as I wait for my love to emerge. The limbs support me comfortably. They have grown accustomed to my nightly watch. The bark beneath my fingers is cool and comforting. The pale flowers, now muted in the waning light, caress my shoulders with gentle urging. In spring, their petals shine with soft promise in the gathering dusk. In summer, their leaves rustle softly above me. In autumn, they shed golden leaves that drift softly to the ground. And in winter, their bare limbs reach toward the sky, thin and waiting for me. Each night her shape shifts, but in my heart I know it is her every time. Whether she appears curved as a blushful smile, or round and bright and polished, her radiant splendor surpasses any star in the midnight sky. The stars twinkle boldly, but they do not shine as she does. Their light dances from afar. Hers is near and it is mine. She is bigger than any hill, any mountain, any lake. She is as full as the warmest embrace on the coldest night, and I find her lovelier than any face that walks upon the earth she surveys. Her surface may be pale and remote, but to me it seems eloquent, almost pulsing with quiet reflection. I find myself staying up until all hours of the night, as I believe the night is for my love and me alone. When the world is sleeping, it is as if the sky belongs to us. The windows are dark, the doors are closed, and the streets are quiet. And it is in this quiet she awakens. Our talks are rare and sporadic, but I am thankful to be the sole recipient of her opinions. While billions of souls look up to her radiance, while innumerable beasts whisper hopes and secrets into the darkness, I know she speaks to me with a voice just a little softer. When she finally appears in full view, I always say hello first. Good evening, I whisper to the wind. Her response is not verbal per se, but in the subtle brightening of her light, in the pouring of silver across the leaves of my dogwood tree. The flowers shimmer as if frosted with morning dew. The grass below gleams with a soft, ethereal light scattering among the dancing blades. The darkness stretches long and gentle, never sharp, always soothing. She follows me wherever I go in the night. If I climb higher into the branches, she climbs with me. If I hop down to the forest floor, she reaches her light between the trees, so I am never alone. If I walk towards the edge of the meadow, she paints the path ahead of me. My love never leaves my side, and of course I do not mind. The happiest I have ever been is when I can look up and see her shining down at me. Her radiance encircles the world with quiet assurance. Shingles on the roof are silver, rivers are ribbons of light, and even the smallest pebble casts a gentle shadow under her watchful care. The night is not empty under her. It is full. I can't help but feel a sense of pride when I realize that I am the one she chose. Billions of people see her every night. some hate the darkness she brings, yearning instead for the light of day. Some adore her radiance, lodging their faces in wonder. Others hardly notice her at all. Billions of people talk to her, sharing their own concerns with the darkness of night, hoping she won't judge them. And from all those billions, she chose me. She whispers her secret thoughts to me when her radiance is soft. On nights when she is only a thin crescent, she is shy, as if holding back her beauty. Those are the nights she has the most to say. She tells me about the oceans that stretch up to her, their waves rising and falling in a gentle rhythm as if in deference. She tells me about the ships that sail across dark waters, guided by her reflection. She talks about the deserts and the snowfields that sparkle under her gaze. She tells me about distant forests where owls fly silently between the trees, and islands where the tide breathes in and out in slow rhythm. Occasionally, she speaks of the rooftops of far-off cities, of how her beams of moonlight filter between the skyscrapers and shine on the still streets. She speaks to me of children gazing out of bedroom windows, of flowers that bloom only at night to greet her, of wolves who raise their heads and sing. She speaks of fishermen who look up to her for direction, and of travelers who take comfort in her illumination. When she shares these things, I listen closely. I enjoy hearing about the routes her light takes. It gives me a sense of being a part of places I have never been. From her words, the world is big and familiar. In turn, I tell her about my small piece of the world. I tell her about the dogwood blooms when they first open in spring, tender and white as clouds suspended in trees. I tell her about the sound of the creek as it rushes over the rocks. I tell her about the slow procession of ants marching across the trunk beneath my feet. I tell her about the way the wind wraps around the meadow and how the stars twinkle more brightly, especially on clear nights. She seems to enjoy these small things. Her light settles and shines when I talk. It is as if the small events of my life are important to her in the same way that mountains and oceans are. But when the day returns again, her sister, the sunny one, illuminates the sky all bright and blue. The world awakens with golden reaches and open petals. Flowers turn their faces up. Birds return to their singing. The air is full of activity. Though the sunlight is gentle and bright, it isn't the same. day is full and noisy. And so my love wanes, drifting quietly into the pale dawn. But on some days, I can still see her faintly in the sky, as if she is loath to leave me behind for too long. Those days are my favorite. She lingers there like a secret that only I can see, pale and bashful in the brightness. I like to think that she stays just a little longer just for me. Some days are so bright that they seem to go on forever. While I am grateful for the sun's golden warmth, I find myself counting the hours until the sky starts to darken once more. I climb my tree earlier on those evenings, my heart full of anticipation as I feel the flutter of a small bird's wings in my chest. Some people will tell you that every now and again she goes away altogether. They will tell you that she disappears into nothingness for a night or two. But only I know that she is just hiding, gathering her light. On those other evenings, when I can't see her beautiful face, I still sit quietly in my tree. The sky is huge and dark, but it is never empty. I know that she is there, hiding just out of sight, waiting to shine again. And even though I can't see her, I feel the smallest warmth creep around me like a promise. And when she comes back, my heart skips a beat. Her crescent smile is almost mischievous, as if she has been rehearsing some sort of grand entrance. Night by night, she grows brighter and fuller until she is shining once again. Those are our biggest nights. When she is full, the whole world changes. The fields shine like lakes of glass. The trunks of the trees radiate a soft light, and the shadows stretch out long and beautifully across the ground. The creek becomes a band of molten silver, winding through the trees. Even the clouds part politely, as if not wishing to obstruct her brilliance. Winter is my favorite time of the year. In winter, her sister tires easily, sinking below the horizon earlier each night. My love takes more of the night for herself. The snow that covers the earth reflects her light so perfectly that the world seems to exist upside down. The landscape matches her pale skin, and the hills become soft waves of white. The icicles that hang from the limbs of the trees sparkle like tiny chandeliers. The air is cool and motionless, and every breath I take is sharp and clean. I do not mind the cold of winter, as my love's light envelops me like the softest blanket. The air is cold, but her shine heats my soul. The stillness of the night is almost holy, as if the world holds its breath to admire her. Even the trees seem to straighten under her regard. The rivers quiet their talk, flowing softly so as not to disturb the peace. On nights when the clouds dare to move across her, I like to think that she shines a little brighter just for me. When I am here with her, I know what it is to let go and be free. The din of the day dissolves. The busy thoughts fly away like frightened birds. Under her radiance, I am light and small in the very best way. I am only a watcher in a dogwood tree, and she is the moon. But in the quiet of our communion, I feel selected. Sometimes I extend my hand to her, knowing that I will never be able to reach her. But her light spills across my fingertips as if to meet me halfway. She has witnessed the rise and fall of empires. She has watched the oceans boil and the mountains tower for a span of time that stretches beyond my comprehension. And yet, she still has time to lean her luminosity in the direction of one small little being perched in a flowering tree. This is the magic of her presence. Night after night, year after year, she comes back. Her form may shift, her brightness may vary, but she always returns. And I will always be there to greet her. As long as the dogwood flowers in the spring, as long as the crickets sing in the summer, as long as the leaves fall softly in the autumn, and as long as the snow drifts quietly in the winter, I will climb these branches. I will watch the sky begin to bruise. I will wait for the orange and gold to fade. I will listen for the quiet signs that signal her arrival. And when she appears, no matter the day, I will smile up at her and say, "Good evening, dear friend." And with that, let's call it a night. Keep the nightlight on and sleep well.